Hey guys, welcome back to more F1 2018 and part 10 of Season 2 of our McLaren Career Mode. In today's episode we have our home Grand Prix in Britain at Silverstone, and we're hoping to be fighting at the front once again. If you haven't seen the last episode, go and check it out. But that's very interesting information. That means we probably want to get out there fast, but yeah, it's going to be a close session, of course. You know, a close fight between myself and Fernando. He's been a couple of tenths ahead of us this weekend. It's always a track that I tend to struggle at, so it'll be interesting to see where we can finish in this session. Thank you for all the support on the series so far. If you are enjoying it, make sure you leave a like, and if you're not already, subscribe for regular Formula 1 content. So without further ado, let's get into Q3 and see what on earth we can do with this beast of a McLaren around Silverstone. Well, you join me about halfway through the lap, and it's not been a good one, to be honest. We've struggled a little bit with understeer. I'm assuming it's this set of tyres. Maybe once we get some new tyres on the car, we'll be a lot better, but Q2 we were absolutely smashing the lap, but this is just not good enough. We're a second off the pace in the second sector, and almost 8 tenths off our sector 2 Q2 time, which was good enough for, I think, 7th, you know, but we were only 3 tenths off pole position in Q2. But here we go, round the final corner, decent sector 3. What's it going to be? We come through now and we're 9th place. That is very, very poor. We'll take you guys on a lap around this Silverstone circuit. I'm not sure we'll have enough fuel to complete the lap, but we'll try our best. Now we locked up here on our first lap, but this probably the best run through sector 1 this weekend, and as you can see, we're already 6 tenths up on our time. We're going to come through this sector 1 split now, and we are a couple of tenths off Bottas, I think, who is in P1 at the moment. A little bit of understeer there, but we are gaining time as we come through the old turn 1 Cops Corner. Absolutely flat out, brilliant feeling to go through there, flat out, and as you can see, the delta is just going down and down and down as we go through Maggots and Beckett's full commitment, and this really has been a good lap. We're coming through now and we're actually a 10th up on pole position time. What a middle sector that was. And now coming into Stowe, possibly could have given that a little bit more, who knows. But down into Abbey, I think it is, and coming through the final corner now onto the pit straight. What's it going to be? Oh, it's a 128 flat, and we just run out of fuel. We're about a 10th off our compatriot Lewis Hamilton, former teammate, but we go second for the moment. What a lap that was. So yeah, let's return back to the garage. Can't be bothered driving that car back to the pits with no fuel. And we'll stick on a fresh set of rubber, and we'll see how we can improve. Let's have a look at the sector times. As you can see, 3 tenths slower in the final sector, but middle sector we are mighty in, 4 tenths quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Fernando in 5th at the moment, Kimi Räikkönen just out qualifying him, but 1:28.0. Considering Mercedes look so far ahead of the game, I think we've done terrifically to get into 2nd place. Can we improve? We'll have to find out. We haven't got long left in the session, so I'll get the new set of rubber on and I'll see you guys for our final lap. Here we go then. We're going to start our final flying lap. I think we're going to be the last man over the line. Everybody out on track except Carlos Sainz, who's in 10th place, of course. But we'll see how we do on this lap. We're going to give it absolutely everything. A brand new set of tyres, of course. But we are a little bit slower in sector 1 so far. 2.5 tenths down, and that could make all of the difference as to whether we're going to get close to Lewis Hamilton's time. We throw it with a little bit more speed through there. Lewis Hamilton goes even quicker. Up at the top. Made a little bit of time, but not enough really to challenge Lewis. We're going to have to take Copse Corner absolutely brilliantly. And I tell you what, it's not bad, but pretty much the same as when we went through the last time, through Maggots and Beckett's. That's decent. And it is the fastest Sector 2 time yet. Got to give this full commitment. A little bit wide, but the delta is coming down all the time. If we can put in a good Sector 3 here, a little bit of a spin there, and we come round the final turn. What's it going to be? Not good enough. Second place is what we're going to get today. Unlucky, but still a very good lap, you would have to say, and something we can be really proud of.
For the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Hamilton, the captain, and Valtteri Bottas. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
I mean, you've got to say that's probably the maximum we were ever going to get. Lewis Hamilton on 1:27.7. I'm not sure we were going to get close to that, but a very good lap time in the end. Half a second quicker than our teammate Fernando Alonso, who honestly had our number throughout the weekend. But that lap, we just hooked it up and pulled off a really good result. So we'll hand over to David Croft and Anthony Davidson, who'll take you through the preview to this 2019 British Grand Prix.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, along with 2 DRS zones on the Wellington and Hanger Straights respectively. But the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and the captain completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, and Alonso, Ricciardo, Ocon, Perez, and Carlos Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, and Grosjean, Magnussen, Stroll, Nico Hülkenberg, and Marcus Ericsson. Sirotkin and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Well, here we are down on the track then.
Like any other race, don't take unnecessary risks.
We're again going to add a little bit more fuel into the car just so we can push a little bit at the start of the Grand Prix. We're going to be coming in on lap 4 to change to the medium tyres, although, to be honest, I felt a little bit better on the hard tyres, but I don't think any other car will be using them today, so we will go for the medium tyres. But it is going to be an interesting one. It is, of course, our home Grand Prix. For one of the first times this season, no penalties at all throughout the grid, completely where everybody qualified, so that's absolutely fantastic. So let's get into it, and we'll start this formation lap. But the start is going to be incredibly crucial.
System checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
So we're going to have to, you know, be careful when we come off the line, holding the clutch, etc., etc. We'll keep everything in touch, and you know, we will have the inside line going into turn 1. It would be a very risky move considering it's a flat out turn, especially on the first lap. So, you know, we'll give it our best shot, but
no rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
But you know, if we can keep second position, oops, that's going to be us disqualified from the formation lap, isn't it? Right, skip formation lap. Although, well, we'll see. We'll probably end up on the grid, I think. So I wonder whether we'll be able to change stuff like our fuel mix while we're there. So is it just gonna? I'm not sure. We're sort of stuck here. Here we go. We're parking over at the side now. So presumably we're gonna just teleport to the grid here. Oh, here we are. But yeah, we can't change our fuel mix or anything, so we'll skip the formation lap and we'll get ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go here at Silverstone. It's not the best start in the world, a lot of wheel spin as Alonso goes down our inside. And well, he's okay. Apparently that was a punishable offence with Raikkonen, but we're okay. We're down in 4th place, not the best start in the world in our home Grand Prix. Bottas and Vettel have jumped us at the start here. We are going to stay in those fuel mixes and ERS mode to try and catch up to Vettel on this first lap. But we dropped down to 4th, which we definitely take today, to be honest with you. We definitely would take that. Oh, we've got Raikkonen having a look down the inside into Cop's corner, and we just hold the throttle. We were not gonna budge there, and I think Raikkonen has managed to maintain 3rd, but we are mighty through this complex of corners. I think it's because of our superior chassis to the cars in front, and the fact that we're maybe, you know, a second down on Vettel, so we're not as affected by the dirty air as Vettel and Bottas are to Hamilton.
Okay, now stay alert. Threats around you.
So coming into this final complex of corners at the end of this first lap, Lewis Hamilton leads. Valtteri Bottas is in 2nd. Vettel 3rd. We're 4th at the moment. Fernando has passed Kimi into 5th. So a good 4 and 5 for us at the moment. We got some yellow flags. Not entirely sure what that's for. So we'll keep an eye out, see if we get any sort of virtual safety car or whatever, but it certainly looks like a Force India has dropped off the back of the grid for the time being. But we're just keeping Vettel in our sights at the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to make a move in the next couple of laps. Well, here comes Alonso. He's having a look and he just eases down the inside on the Wellington straight here.
Engines showing small signs.
Well, we'll have DRS here. We're coming right up on our teammate. We are the slowest in the speed traps, so we might have a chance. We're coming right up down the inside, and we're through on Fernando there. We're into the pits on the limit there. Well, we managed to just about come in front of Fernando, so hopefully that'll help us on our outlap. I think we're going to have to push incredibly hard on our outlap.
Go, go, go.
We're away. 2.1 seconds. We're very, very happy with that. Well, we'll stick it into rich. We'll stick it on high, I guess. And we'll get going once again in this Grand Prix.
Exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So brand new tyres. We're going to have to make the most of these. Looks like Vettel has moved up into second position ahead of Bottas, so all very interesting at the front.
Engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over.
Come out then. Everybody seems to be in the pits. I think we're going to be behind Fernando though. We're coming around the first corner now. What's it going to be? What is it going to be? We're just behind. Well, that is devastating. Try and make the move though down the inside, and we have done it there. We have done it. We're back past Fernando Alonso, our teammate. We've got the DRS, which means we can pull away, but he is right in our slipstream now. Fernando Alonso having a look down the inside, but we managed to fend him off. The bad thing is though, we are behind Daniel Ricciardo, which, you know, I don't know. And Kimi Räikkönen by the looks of it. That is absolutely terrible for us. So we have lost a couple of positions in the pit stops, and maybe this engine power deficit is harming us more than we might think. I mean, you know, around a power circuit, oh my word, that could have been bad, and it was bad. Fernando is past us now, and that mistake could cost us dearly in this race, especially in the battle with Fernando. It's just going from bad to worse here.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Well guys, you join me as we're going to come on to our final lap of the Grand Prix. It has been a bore fest, it really has. We've just been struggling for pace, I think, you know, with the engine power deficit and, you know, just general lack of confidence around this circuit. You know, we've come undone, and Alonso is gradually pulled away from us in this spell of the race, and you know, he's going to deservedly get a couple of more points than us. But a disappointing day, starting second and sixth to come out 6-7 is not ideal for us. It's not what we wanted, and you know, it shows how much work we still have to do on the car. You know, if we want to be competing for wins week in, week out, you know, in Austria we were particularly good. We were hooked up around there, and you know, who knows, if we'd had a better start around here, we may have been able to get a better result. But generally we've struggled, and you know, we are going to put our fastest lap in this final. Oh, is Ricciardo out? I don't know what's happened here. Alonso is side by side with Ricciardo. I have no idea, but Lewis Hamilton has won the British Grand Prix. I think Bottas has finished second. We're going to come round the final corner now. Alonso does finish sixth. We're going to finish seventh. And, well, I don't know what happened to Ricciardo there. But,
Here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
so Lewis Hamilton with the 25 points, and he's going to extend his lead in the championship. And, well, disappointingly, we only get 6 points, which, you know, shows how far we have to go to take on those guys at the top.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Well, as you can see, we've lost a little bit of ground in the title race. 69 points behind Lewis now. But I do believe that we can get that back. You know, a bit more development in the car, a bit more luck with our performances. But, you know, we're still scoring solid points. We're very much in the battle for third in the Constructors with Red Bull. You know, maybe even second by the end of the season. I think that's what we have to aim for. Fernando is just behind me in the championship as well. We're going to push as hard as we can for the rest of the season and try and turn this around. If you have enjoyed that, then make sure you leave a like down below. Really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. And subscribe to the channel for regular F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks.